Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. Yes, my name is Ronald. I typically don't do a lot of baking. To be honest, I had some bad bananas. I'm like, well, maybe I should do something with them. So, as you can see, now I'm going to be baking some chocolate chip banana cookies. You ready for this? Alright, let's get started. So in here you need a cup of butter. Please make sure you measure. I don't do what I do what I say. A cup and a half of sugar. So get that going. 2 to 3 tablespoons of vanilla extract in there. 4 bananas. There you go. 4 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of baking soda, half a cup of oatmeal, teaspoon of salt. So not to make too much of a mess, I usually prefer to do this first so I don't spray flour all over me. Mix it up a little bit like that with a spatula before I can turn on my mixer. But the end mixer can work, even if you do this by hand, you can also, but it just takes a bit longer. Get my mixer in there slowly. Okay, half a cup of almond milk or regular milk. You need some chocolate in there, so you know what? So if you don't have the chocolate chips, that's fine. What I have here is actually these chocolate spoons. To be honest, I'm just going to cut them up and then I will just toss them in there. That's it. So whichever you have. So just cut these up. Alright, just mix that in there. And if you don't want the chocolates, you don't have to put them in, to be honest with you. But I had them in the house, so you know my rule. If I don't have it in the house, I improvise. So it's only the 2 of us, and this recipe here, basically you can cut it in half. What I did, I just doubled it. Essentially, I don't want to make all of it, so I'm going to keep some of the dough in the freezer. Put that in a Ziploc bag, just like that. And I'll put it in the freezer and we'll take it out and bake it whenever we want. I mean, you can bake them and you just keep them in the freezer, but I prefer to be baked fresh and that nice smell in the house, of course. So someone would ask, how long can I keep my dough in the freezer? It doesn't matter whether it's a pizza dough or whatever, stuff like that. To be honest with you, it comes down to this. Make sure it's nice and sealed properly. That's the bottom line. The more sealed it is, the less likely for the freezer bun to get to it. So you can keep it in your freezer as long as you want. I'll put a bit of oil on here, or you can use butter. This pan, it's a non-stick, but just to be on the safe side, so I add a little bit of, just a tiny bit of olive oil. So it's up to you the portions you want to make. Yeah, that much should be good. So there we have it. So something to keep in mind, by the way, these do a bit of rising as well, more than spreading out. They do spread out for sure, but not as much as rising up. So, and by the way, my oven is also on. I preheated it at 350. Now we can put them in the oven. And that should bake for about 9 minutes. And forward of the day today, by the way, typically when you're baking, you're advised to use a sifter, making the flour finer or whatever products you're using. To be honest with you, I didn't use it as you saw because I just kind of wing it. That's what I do typically, and that's why I don't even weigh a lot of things. So just do what I say, not what I do. Anyways, we call this in my language akasengeja. Akasengeja. Vanessa, can you say akasengeja?
Akasengeja.
Good enough. There we go. cookies are all ready. Ooh, look at that. I don't know about you guys. I for one, well, I typically use regular milk. I don't have that today. So, but I want to see what that cookie really looks like. Okay, that actually looks really good. Now let me try it. That's pretty good. Wow. When you put that two together, you're walking into heaven. Oh yeah. I'll be try this. And then what do you think? It does.